Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lola, a surrealist painter here in Oakland, California. Today I thought I would bring you kind of like a chit chat for the new year. Paint with me. So this is a painting that I've been working on. This painting for me is a lot about reflection, and I was finishing it up last year, and to be honest, when I look inside of it, it gives me a lot of like cloudy vibes. So I know that just means that I probably have some work to do still. And I wanted to finish the frame and I wanted to finish the candles as well, because I have an idea for the frame and the candles so that you guys could use them as well. A little setting an intention for 2024. As an artist, I honestly focus on like my art is like my #1 priority almost every single year. I'm like, what can I do better? What can I do to improve? What more can I learn? And so this year I thought I would bring you along with me as I try to discover a couple more things that I like in art. So welcome to a chatty paint with me. I hope you have a good time. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I put out a new video every week, or I'm trying to. That's one of my resolutions. Let's get right into the video, okay? Mwah. Take a little sip of your coffee. I love coffee. Fun fact about me, I literally love coffee so much. Let me tell you a little story of my coffee journey. When I was gonna say in 2023, and then I literally was like, when I was 15. Oh no. Okay, I'll talk about the little thing when I was young. When I was little, I would hang out with one of my tias a lot, and my tia would take me to the gym, and she was really fit. She would take me to the antique fair. She would take me out to eat, and yeah, I really like loved hanging out with my tia. One of the places that she would take me to was like the coffee shop, and she would always get like soy vanilla latte, and I was like, or a soy latte, who knows what it was, but basically I was like obsessed with the fact that she had like a go-to order. It seemed so grown up to me at the time. It was giving like major like Sex and the City vibes and I was like, I need a coffee order. And so I started like frequenting coffee shops in search of like my perfect coffee order. I developed a pretty heavy coffee dependency because I was always working, and I would work at a hardware store, and then I also worked at a restaurant. In the summer after high school, I would have 2 shifts in one day, and I think that that's like really when I started having 2 cups of coffee each and every day. So I would have like my morning coffee to like wake me up. Between 4 and 4:30 I would switch my jobs. I would have another cup of coffee because I still had to work a whole another shift, right? And I needed like a little bit of a boost. When I went to college, I don't think that I was paying attention to the amount of cups of coffee that I was drinking. I just knew I liked coffee. It helped me continue. It gave me a little boost. Let's go. So no thoughts, right? Sometimes it's good to vibe out like that for a little bit. No thoughts on my consumption. 2023 was like a year where like I kind of started noticing the coffee a little bit more. So I would be like, damn, I do drink a lot of coffee. Like this last year, my food business had the opportunity to be at Outside Lands, and I'm actually going to be making videos about my food business too, and cooking videos. Let me know if you guys want to learn how to cook. I'm vegetarian, so I only cook vegetarian food, but let me know because I can turn anything into vegetarian food and make it bomb. Like, trust me. Outside Lands was like a crazy experience. I don't know if y'all want me to do a story time of vending at Outside Lands, but honestly that was insane. And those days were so hectic packed, where we had to be at the festival grounds at like 7 in the morning, which means we had to be out of our houses by 6 in the morning because we had to do one stop in San Francisco before we went to the festival grounds at 6:30. And we were having to wake up at like 5, and we weren't getting home until like 11:30 or 12, honestly. And 5 hours seems like a perfect amount of time. At night, just have so many thoughts about everything that like conspired within the day that it would take me like maybe 1.5 hours to like finally like chill and like calm down enough to go to sleep, and then basically it was like 2 more hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, and then you're up again and you're doing it again. And it was for like 3 days, and I didn't have any creamer at my house, and I started to consume just black coffee for those 3 days because there was just no way that I could do without the coffee. When people would offer me coffee at the festival, it was actually just like a lot easier to say like I take it black instead of saying like, ooh, can I get a latte? Because it's like, who the fuck does that? We're in the service industry, bitch. Or take your coffee black. I drank so much black coffee in those 3 days that after Outside Lands, I was a different coffee drinker. I started drinking my coffee black, like every day, and I was like, oh my god, does this take out the joy? And so for a while I was just drinking my coffee black this year, which kind of put into perspective a little bit more. Like, I don't know, I was able to see like, am I drinking a lot of cups? I love the experience that coffee brings me, like waking up in the morning, meditating, so like clicking my little coffee button, having a warm cup of coffee. I don't know, it is just a vibe. But then when I was drinking just like black coffee back to back to back, I was like, is this still about the experience, or am I now just focused on the consumption of the caffeine and the boost and being more conscious of it? I feel like this next piece of information came into my life. You shouldn't consume coffee within an hour and a half of waking up, because it takes about 1 hour and a half for all of like, for your body to realize 100% that it's awake along with your mind. I called it like my delayed gratification practice. If coffee is so much of an experience and a moment for me, then in the morning it'll be good to delay the process of having it. So I started to push off like the coffee for like an hour and a half. And the reason I'm even blabbing about all of this is because moving on into 2024, I want to be more conscious about like my consumption all around, honestly. Like coffee being one of those things that I really want to make sure that I don't have every day and don't have more than like 1 cup a day. Honestly, 1 cup a day is plenty. I'm an Aquarius, so the start of the year is like my favorite time of the year. I always say everyone is on their best behavior in January, and I kind of fucks with that. Basically, I have mixed my colors, so I have a bunch of grays and blues right here, which I'm going to be using for the frame. And the colors that I use to mix them are this white, burnt sienna, this blue, and this yellow ochre, and I just blended all of those different shades of colors. Now it's time to get to work. I think I'm gonna be happy with this guy. This is a 2-0. And I went ahead and I sprayed my paint with a little bit of water. So I have my reference picture over here. 2024. I really want to be in the best shape of my life. I already feel like I'm in like literally the best shape that I've ever been in. I started going to the gym in I think 2022 and making 2023 my second official year, but my first official full year of going to the gym. So proud of myself, because honestly, like I had gone to the gym when I was younger. Like I said with my tia, I would go to the gym with her a lot, but I essentially like never kept it up as a habit for myself. I feel like ever since I started going to the gym, there's a little bit of slippage in some of my commitment to like painting every day, because the gym is something that I am committed to doing a little bit more often, and I think that I just have to remember to take my paintings kind of like in that same direction. So painting a little bit every single day, or painting a little bit like 4 times a week, will still amount to 8 hours of work. So trying to think of things more like that, so that I can actually get in a little bit more painting time, especially as I focus a little bit more on YouTube. I definitely don't want to lose track of my paintings, but I just want, like, I'm ready to start just sharing every aspect with y'all. I want my food to go back to being just like nutritious and love to cook. So I know that I have some like recipes that do require more work than some of the easy routes that I have been taking, but I do want to get back to that because I love to cook and I love taking care of my health through food. And I just feel like for the last little bit I was letting a lot of things slide just because I do also love food, but it's time to, you know, clean up my diet a little bit. So that's another one of my big goals. Better at my time management, I guess, would be number 3, because I am not okay, y'all. When it comes to father time likes to kick my butt. I use Notion as like my primary agenda, and I love Notion. It's such a good platform for like organizing all your thoughts. I literally like had made the switch from a bullet journal, which bullet journaling was my form for a really long time as well, into Notion, because I just started having like too many projects where I needed to be able to like link and reference a little bit easier than I was with my bullet journal. I've definitely romanticized my nighttime routine. So ideally in my perfect nighttime routine, do my skincare and a little bit of light stretching, not much, maybe just 5 minutes. I'm trying to invite more stretching. So I have this idea that I should finish every single day by playing the guitar. Wouldn't that be just so romantic? Like, much more romantic could you get? I'm gonna just play the guitar as my last thing that I do every single day, and just having the guitar be like the last thing that I hear will be so much better than like social media or anything really. Right now I listen to ASMR or meditation at night, but essentially I would love for it to just be like the guitar. I have not been able to learn how to play the guitar, mainly because of the same thing I'm talking about. My time management is so much better than it was last year. Remember to use the words of what you're trying to manifest and not continue telling yourself that you can't do it. Now it's time to do what I just did to this one rose to all of the other roses. However, I will not be able to talk to you the whole time because I will be here forever if I do it that way. But the last thing that I really want to make sure that I do this year has to do with my driving. One of my goals this year is to go basically every single week to a place that I've never been to before, to drive myself to a place that I've never been to before. Most of these places should be fun places. Like I want to go on little like artist dates and take myself, I want to do more like plein air painting. So I want to take myself to places and like paint like what I see like from life. So hopefully I get to do that a little bit more. It would be amazing because I want to like practice catching light and like subject a little bit more this year too. So that's definitely another one of my goals. So those are going to be my goals. Also went ahead and wrote myself a letter for the end of 2024. I wrote myself a letter to future me, and I also went ahead and thought about all of the things that have helped me back in 2023 and wrote them as like affirmations. Hope you had a good time. Happy 2024. I've never done a little chatty video, but I thought, hey, why not? Why not just chat? Why not just talk and paint and do what I love to do? So make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my videos so that you can see all my videos. I love you so much. Thank you for following me along. I'm gonna leave my website if you want to check out my complete portfolio of artwork down below, as well as all of my social media, so you can go ahead and follow me across all of my platforms. I would love to have you over there, and I would love to share more of my art and more of what I do with you. Make sure to subscribe. Super extra thanks to my patrons. I love you guys. Extra besitos for you. Thank you for letting me do what I love every single day, and honestly wouldn't be possible without you. Los quiero, los amo, los adoro, and I will see you at the next one. Bye.